Hello, my name is Jimbo Ivey, and on behalf of the City of Corvallis Parks and Recreation Department, I'd like to welcome you to our show. Tonight's show represents the enormous effort of our amazing staff and volunteers in creating art under the pressures and precautions of COVID-19. I would like to take a moment to recognize this team of superstars for making sacrifices, enduring constantly changing rules and precautions, and having the spirit and heart to make this show in the face of a pandemic, a racial justice revolution, deadly fires, a critical election, and all of the other challenges we have faced during this past year. Together, they have overcome all of those things to bring us this delightful show because, as we say, the show must go on. But we need your help to do it. In order for the Majestic to keep arts and culture alive in our community, we need you. We need you to buy tickets to our shows, which you have already done, or else you wouldn't be with us today. We need you to keep buying them. We have a variety of shows planned for each month, but without your support, we won't be able to make them. We need you to share with your friends and family how much you enjoy these shows and encourage them to catch the next weekend's performance and the one after that. And for those of you who are able, please consider donating to the Majestic. We have struggled before at the Majestic, as all arts venues do, but now is the time, my friends. Now is when we need you the most. And we'll make it. Why? Because we, all of us together, are Majestic. Thank you for your support of the Majestic Theater, and we hope you enjoy the show.
Hello, my name is Callie Cardis, and I'm the writer and director of Hugs and Quiches. It's difficult to express how grateful I am to the Majestic Theater for giving me this platform to bring this story to life, and for all of their support in workshopping and producing it for the Readers Theater Company. I especially want to thank Mike Aronson and Lee Matthews-Brock and Rachel Kohler for their encouragement in submitting and finishing this piece. This play is a fictional story with fictional characters, but I hope anyone who has experienced family trauma will see some truth and find some catharsis in it. I certainly have. My actors are all incredibly talented people, and I'm so glad they chose this show and brought real soul and attitude to Martha, June, Miranda, and Tana. Thank you for supporting community theater and for being here. Please enjoy this performance and share your experience with it. Hugs and Quiches is about to begin.
Hello friends! Today we'll be making my favorite pistachio bundt cake. I know some of my followers will think, oh, bundt cakes, Martha, really? So old-fashioned. But here is my defense of bundt cakes. They are easy to make. They look pretty without much decoration. They are great for cutting small slices at parties. And this one in particular tastes amazing. So let's get started. First, we are going to need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We're going to sift it in like this.
Who are you talking to?
Mom, I'm making a video for my baking channel.
Baking channel?
On YouTube, Mom. I'm baking a pistachio cake.
You haven't even started and you've already managed to cover yourself in flour.
I had a little accident getting the flour down. Anyway, it adds to my charm.
Well, clean up your mess when you're done.
Of course, Mom.
So you're putting those videos up online publicly?
Yes.
So just anyone can watch you cook in our kitchen?
That's the idea.
That doesn't bother you?
Nope.
I see. Well, Maybe comb your hair a little better next time. You don't have any film equipment, lights or things.
There's a 7-year-old who reviews toys from his mom's iPhone with 10 million followers. I can make it work.
7? Geez, that's too young for that kind of thing. I can't believe his parents would agree to that.
I imagine they're running it for him. He's been doing it for years.
Wow. Well, you've got yourself all figured out then.
I would have thought you'd understand something like this. You used to love sharing your baking with people.
That was different. I shared them with people in the neighborhood.
But now you don't. Why not?
Listen, Martha, I'm not saying you can't have your little show thing. I'm just concerned. There's bad people out there, like I said, and you just can't always know what's going to happen. And the internet is a million times worse because anyone in the whole world can find you.
This is how life works now. I can't be successful without that kind of exposure. Any job I get in the future will look for what I've accomplished online. They'll look at my Facebook and Instagram and see if I'm well behaved and capable of presenting myself. They'll see this cooking channel and they'll think that's the kind of gal we want. Wholesome and hardworking and passionate.
So you're doing this for a job?
Not exactly. It's just an example.
Someone is going to see this and say, oh, look at that pretty innocent girl. I'm going to take that innocence for myself.
That's pretty dark, Mom.
It happens, though. It happens all the time.
Why don't you trust me to handle myself?
Because you're a child, dear. You haven't developed all your judgment yet.
I'm not a child. I practically run this house myself.
Oh. Oh, what's this? Oh. I learned to bake this cake from my mother. She's my baking inspiration. She used to get up early on Saturday mornings, and by the time we'd be down for breakfast, she not only have fresh biscuits and bacon and eggs done for us, but a beautifully glazed cake or a perfectly arranged platter of cookies. Oh.
Just grabbing my phone.
I'm sorry, baby.
I'm not your baby anymore.
I know. You're your own person.
Lots of people share their creativity with the world without incident.
It's not an unreasonable concern, you know.
I'll be careful.
I hope so. Anyway, I'll let you get back to it. Sorry I interrupted.
Do you... never mind.
What?
Do you want to do it with me?
Maybe another time. I can teach you to make that cardamom loaf you used to love.
Really?
Sure.
I'd like that.
Great. Have fun, baby. I mean, Martha.
Okay.
Okay.
If you're looking for meaning in your life, it's not in there.
Aren't you just so gosh darn clever?
I like to think so.
It'd be nice to have your confidence.
It's all right, I suppose. It's all a front, though. Inside, I'm just a ball of imposter syndrome-driven anxiety, just like everyone else.
I'm hungry.
I have cake.
Can't eat cake, Martha. God. Mom has me on a diet.
What? Since when do you do what mom says anyway?
Since she told me I can go on a diet or start paying rent.
Jesus.
know.
Maybe you should move out.
Maybe you should shut up.
Seriously, though, she can't hold that over you like that. You're a grown-ass woman, Miranda.
Watch your mouth, young lady.
Please.
I can't move out.
Why not? You have a job.
It's a crap job.
So get a better one.
Oh, sure. No problem. I'll just take my resume, my high school diploma, and start peddling it down to all those high-powered offices on Tower Avenue.
Have you thought about going back to school?
Only every day I clock into my crappy job.
Maybe you should.
Did I not tell you that a minute ago that I am starving? Go easy on me.
I can't wait for college, hopefully far away from this little town.
Good for you. Get out of this shithole.
Language.
I'm a grown-ass woman. I say what I want.
Well, at least I get to eat what I want.
Yeah, enjoy that adolescent metabolism while you still got it, little sis. God, you're a brat.
Have you lost any weight?
Yeah, down 4 pounds my first week. But I'm still hungry and grumpy all the time.
Maybe you're in withdrawal from sugar addiction.
You're the sugar addict in this family. Anyway, why don't you get off my case? It's bad enough I got mom breathing down my neck every 4 minutes.
Mom's been acting weird lately.
Yeah, duh. Put me on a diet.
She's really bothered by me making these videos.
Pretty weird.
It's not that weird. She thinks some creep is going to stalk me or something.
She would know about creeps.
What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Morning, girls.
It's afternoon.
Don't sass me. Ugh, my yogurt's gone. Miranda, your section of the fridge is the middle shelf.
I didn't eat your yogurt.
I used it in my cake. Sorry, Mom.
That's fine, baby.
But not fine if I had eaten it.
Martha's still my dependent.
Or she's not the fat one.
For God's sake, Miranda, I never said you were fat. I just want you to start taking care of yourself.
I put on clothes today. I think I'm ahead of you.
Miranda, do you have work today?
You know I work every Sunday.
But not till 5. You're dressed like you're going somewhere.
I have an interview. It's not that big a deal. It's a supervisor shift. It's only like $1 raise, but the hours are better.
That's great, sis. Good job.
I thought you were staying on the swing shift so you could go to school.
That was 2 years ago, Mom.
So you're staying there at Walmart.
Yep, I guess I am.
Let me pack you a lunch, Mimi. I'll make you a nice salad.
You don't have to do that.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I ran into Danny's mother at church last Sunday.
Nice segue.
I hadn't seen her in months.
Because you never leave the house.
She looked wretched, but she told me Danny is graduating a year early from the University of Washington. Isn't that nice? He was always such a smart boy.
Ooh, were those high nuts fancy?
I wonder if he'll move back home for a while.
I'm sure Danny has better things to do.
Well, his dad's been really sick, you know.
I heard.
Maybe we should send them a care package.
She didn't say anything about him having a girlfriend.
That's a nice thought. Martha, but we'd have to be cool about it. Tana hates feeling like a charity case. Also, maybe don't include a card.
Oh, for sure. I can be cool.
Yeah, you're the very definition of chill.
She said he would be home to visit anyhow. Miranda, maybe we should go shopping for a new outfit.
At Walmart, I can use my employee discount.
We can drive up to Boise if you like.
I have to go. Thank you for the salad, Marmar.
Darling, I'm just trying to help.
You're not fucking helping.
Don't swear at me like that.
A new outfit, Mom? Are you serious? Do you think you're being subtle? Danny Speck wouldn't look at me if I was on the Oscars best dressed list. He's going to be in Seattle making $200,000 a year next year and can marry a supermodel if he wants. You think I don't know I'm a loser, Mom? Is that it? You have to slither out of your room once a day to remind me?
You've got a lot to offer, Miranda. Maybe you just need the right motivation. You'd be very pretty if you just lost a few more pounds and put on a little makeup, brushed your hair. I just want her to be happy.
I think she'd be happy if you just accepted her the way she is, Mom.
I do. I love her. I let her live here.
Do you need the kitchen today?
No, unless you want me to make dinner.
I'll make dinner for myself.
Just clean up after.
I always do, Mom.
I know. You're a good girl. Just go easy on the cake. We can't have a house full of cake.
Were you going to show me how to make that cardamom loaf today?
Oh, not today.
When?
I'm not sure I even remember how to make it.
Baking used to make you so happy. What happened?
People in town stopped wanting what I had to offer.
Why, though?
I guess they don't like divorced women. I don't know.
Mom.
I better get upstairs and get to work.
Thank you for the salad.
Anytime. Hey, look, I got my first 100 subscribers. My pistachio cake video is getting traction.
That's great, sis. Good for you. What's wrong?
Just some dumb comment.
What's it say?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Shit. Shit.
It's fine, Mimi.
Mom can't see this.
She won't. I'm deleting it right now. I mean, people write all kinds of dumb, random things online.
Will you just delete it?
Of course.
And maybe,
Maybe what?
maybe you shouldn't do these videos.
Ugh, you too?
Just think about it, Martha. This was day one. This will keep happening.
So what? We can't let the jerks win.
Jerks always win.
You're so negative all the time.
That's life, little girl.
Not in my world. I'm not like you. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm not gonna let Mom ruin me.
Excuse me?
You let her walk all over you. Well, that's not me. I'm gonna be a pastry chef or a TV host or something amazing.
I sincerely hope you are, Princess. But don't think for a second that you aren't lucky that I don't leave you here with that. I'm going to work.
What makes a chocolate mousse delicious is the airy lightness incorporated into heavy ingredients like sugar and chocolate. It feels like a fancy dessert, but actually requires no cooking and is only 6 ingredients. The hardest part is mixing the eggs. If you're scared to use raw eggs, there is a version you can make with just cream and gelatin. And some bloggers today even use avocado to make chocolate mousse and can make it without sugar for a healthier version. But I prefer the traditional way, especially paired with fresh berries. Once your egg whites are nice and fluffy, like this, you're gonna slowly fold the chocolate mixture in, gently. I do this in about 6 portions. Once both bowls are incorporated, chill the mousse for at least 4 hours until it's set. And then, ta-da, mousse. Join me next time when I make English-style scones and clotted cream. And please share, like, and subscribe to my channel.
Hi, I got your check this week, but it's for half the amount. I was just wondering if you were. We didn't discuss that at all. I realize she is an adult. It's just that we didn't talk about it, and I didn't have any time to plan. Well, maybe if you hadn't abandoned her, she would be in college right now. I'm doing my best. I got sober and I did what was right for them. 12 years I've been taking care of our children, the ones you said you wanted, by myself. Oh, don't give me that BS, Frankie. You want to punish me the rest of my life? That's fine. But your daughters don't deserve this. It's not about the money. They haven't heard from you in years. You can't even bother to call them on their birthdays. And now you won't even contribute to the one thing you've been giving them. Right. Okay. Fine. That's fine, Frankie. Sorry, Frank. I'll see you in hell, Frank.
Hey,
Hey. Hi, sweetheart.
are you okay?
Yeah, of course. Everything is great. Why?
You look kind of frazzled.
Oh, well, you know, that cable company is so frustrating to talk to. They were trying to sign us up for some bundle or something. Anyway, you look nice.
Oh, thanks. I lost a few pounds.
I told you that eating plan would work. Don't you feel good?
I'm still not convinced that it feels better than a grilled cheese sandwich tastes.
You can make a quesadilla with those cauliflower wraps I bought for you.
Yeah, it's not the same, but I don't mind my clothes fitting better.
Are you going somewhere?
A little embarrassing.
What?
Danny called and asked if we could get coffee.
That's not embarrassing. Oh, I told you he'd want to see you.
His dad died.
Oh, that's terrible.
He was sick for a long time, since we were in high school. I think Tana is probably relieved. It's hard, though.
Sure, that stuff is never fun.
I'm trying to look like a supportive friend without looking too suggestive. But I don't want to look like a slob who works at Walmart either.
You look good. He'll be happy to have a friend.
I can't believe you wanted to see me.
You're his oldest friend.
I haven't really talked to him since he left for school. I just hit like on his Facebook posts.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, a little. Mostly that I'll say something insensitive.
You do have a habit of that.
I wonder where I get that from.
I don't know. No idea. Oh, have a nice time, sweetie.
Thanks. See you later.
Oh. Oh, hi, honey. What's wrong?
What?
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Nothing. What do you want for dinner?
Oh, I'm not hungry.
Oh, okay. Me either. I'm just gonna do my homework and then I'll have a snack later.
You're not making another video today?
What? Oh, not today. I posted one yesterday.
Is it going okay? You're getting likes and stuff?
Yeah, likes and stuff.
Anything wrong?
It's fine. I just have a lot to do.
Make sure to take time for you too.
Everything I do is for me, Mom. I'm a teenager.
You know what I mean. Recharge, relax. I don't know how you got wound up so tight.
I'm not. I'll relax this weekend. I relax. I did yoga this morning.
You really are amazing, darling. I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Mom. I gotta go. Study time.
Miranda's getting coffee with Danny.
Yeah, she told me.
Oh, right. Of course she did. What about you? Any coffee dates I don't know about?
Gross, Mom.
It's not gross. You're a pretty girl. I don't see why you wouldn't have a boyfriend by now.
I'm too busy.
Or a girlfriend. That would be okay too. I'd still love you.
Leaving now.
Hi, honey. How's Danny doing?
He's pretty sad, but it was nice to see him. Felt good to be his friend again.
He never should have broken up with you. It's really unfair.
I'm not sure it would have worked out anyway.
Why do you say that? You kids loved each other. You were happy.
But we were kids, you know? And he wanted to join the startup scene in Seattle, and I had to stay here.
You didn't want to stay here.
Someone had to make sure you were going to be okay. Someone had to take care of Martha.
Well, I think you could have still found a way to make it work. It's almost impossible to find a good man.
More or less given up on the idea. I'll just stay here and become an old crone with you.
At least I won't be lonely. Did Danny seem interested in seeing you again?
He talked a lot about his dad in school, how much he loves Seattle. I don't know.
Seattle's not so far away. Maybe you should go visit him.
That seems a little forward. I've barely talked to him.
But you have all this history.
I guess we'll see. He's only here a couple more days and he needs to be with his mom.
Listen, honey, I
know, Mom. Maybe I could start thinking about a trip. Martha is practically taking care of us now. I suppose I don't have to be here all the time.
Martha's a good girl. She needs her sister, though.
So I shouldn't go.
I'm not saying that. I just mean Martha needs her sister. She doesn't confide in me. She needs someone she trusts.
I'm sure she trusts you as much as a teenage girl can.
I suppose. Well, I better get upstairs and log in.
I didn't think you worked today.
Oh, I'm just filling in for someone.
Is everything okay?
It's fine. I'm just working a little more. That's good, right?
Sure, I guess.
That was kind of you to attend the funeral, dear.
Poor Danny. He was thoroughly miserable. I'm not sure why we have funerals. Like, everyone is uncomfortable and sad, and you're supposed to say things that make us feel better, but no one can say anything that's going to make you feel better about your dad dying.
I think it does. It helps to all be together in mourning.
And none of us feel better about living together.
That's unnecessary. What time are they heading over here?
They're not coming.
But I asked Tana and she said that was so thoughtful of me.
They didn't actually say yes, according to her.
She said that she was going to.
What you wanted to hear, Mom. They have a bunch of family in town. They don't have time to come over here and make you feel like a better person.
You really are so rude to me.
I wouldn't be if you weren't such a selfish asshole.
Don't swear.
I wouldn't be if you weren't such a selfish bitch. Oh, wait. I'd still swear. I'm out of correct words to describe you with.
I didn't raise you to be so disrespectful.
That's exactly how you raised me.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're an agoraphobic who does nothing but criticize people.
I've taken care of you girls by myself all these years without your father. And the things I say to you are meant for your best interest. I'm trying to help.
You've helped enough, I'd say. I've had enough of your helping over the years. You should have seen Tana's face when I told her you weren't coming. She was relieved, Mom. Relieved.
That woman can't let things go. I've tried to be sweet to her.
I think she's been more than civil to you.
Mom, why don't we pack this up and take it over to Tana's? Would that be all right? We still get the credit and you don't have to clean up.
Fine. Let me go change.
What is your problem?
You, Mom, Danny, my stomach flab.
What did I do?
You're just a little too much to live up to, little sister. You could tone it down a bit, maybe date a biker or something.
Sounds a whole lot like you're blaming the world for your problems.
There you go, being wise.
What do you want me to say? Poor Miranda, poor you, your life is so terrible and it's totally everyone else's fault.
I just want you to shut up. You wouldn't even let me finish my fight with Mom.
Wow. Okay.
That was unsatisfying. Hello? Oh, hi, Danny. Oh, cool. Really? Are you sure your family won't be upset if you're gone? Yeah, I get that for sure. Okay. What time? Yeah, great. See you soon.
Oh, hey, Are you okay?
What do you think?
Here, have a glass of water.
All the hydration I need right here.
Alcohol isn't hydrating, drunkie. So, what happened?
Danny called earlier tonight. I met him at the Jackalope.
How romantic.
I mean, between that and the titty bar across the street, it's what we got.
Fair.
Things are going well. I'm trying to be cool because he's grieving and stuff. And I don't want to make it about me. But I'm looking at him over my tall glass of gin and tonic, and I'm thinking he's even more beautiful than he was in high school. And for the first time in years, little sister, I felt such a strong yearning. He was talking about Seattle and school and telling me about hikes he'd been on. He wanted a break from being sad. And it's going well. We're laughing. And he reaches for my hand. And I think, holy shit, I might get laid tonight.
Okay, maybe too much sharing.
And would you believe it? Right as I am working up the courage to ask if he wants me to get a room, in walks Justin Broom and Peter Gill.
The bros.
Broiest of bros. They come in all loud and belligerent. I think they were across the street before they came into our bar. Danny pulled his hand away as soon as he heard their voices.
Ouch.
Super ouch. They weasel their way into our booth and buy us both drinks, and we have an okay time, but the window is closed. Things wind down after an hour, and then they convince him to go back to Justin's apartment to play Halo after a very deep nostalgia dive into the video games they played in middle school.
Nothing happened then?
They all get up, and I sort of awkwardly follow them outside. He says it was so nice to hang out with me again before he has to fly back to school tomorrow. And he said he hopes I am happy here, that my promotion works out okay. And he gives me a firm friend zone hug before he piles into the boys' car and they drive away. And I am left feeling like a complete idiot for even hoping that he might want a fatter, more depressed, less accomplished version of me when he's probably getting anyone he wants in Seattle. And just the way he said it, you know? Like he hopes I'm happy here. Like he thinks my life is what I really want.
I'm so sorry, sis. Maybe you can go to Seattle too. I mean, you've always liked that city.
I'm not going to follow some guy like a sad puppy.
He's not some guy, though. He's your Danny.
He's not my anything. It's not pretty clear tonight.
Don't go to Seattle then. Travel or go to school or join a circus.
Martha.
I can't stand to see you like this. You're just wasting away here. I don't understand.
I'm not wasting away. Don't say stuff like that to me.
You are. You're smart and talented, and you had dreams once.
You don't know anything, Martha.
Then tell me. Tell me why you're okay with being in this boring town and working retail for the rest of your life because it's driving me nuts.
I can't leave her.
What?
I can't leave her again.
Mom? She'll be fine.
No, Martha, please, you have to stop being so encouraging.
Never thought anyone would say that to me.
You don't know what it's like when Mom is alone.
Sure, I do. I know she gets lonesome, but Miranda, you can't spend the rest of your life with Mom.
I won't. Just until you go to college.
That's still 3 years away.
I'm done talking about this.
No, Miranda, this has to stop. You can't ruin your life because you're worried about me.
Sure, I can.
I'm going to get Mom right now and tell her you're drunk.
Don't do that.
Well, just tell me the truth. I'm so sick of being treated like a baby. Tell me what happened.
Fine. You want to know? Just remember, you asked for it. Five years ago, I went on a summer exchange to France.
Oh, yeah. I remember I stayed with Dad that summer.
I was happy there. My host family showed me all over Paris. I ate all the bread and cheese I wanted without Mom's judgment bearing down on me. I was painting. I didn't feel ready to come home. But towards the end of the summer, I knew something was wrong. Mom wasn't responding to my emails. When she answered the phone, she sounded tired and distracted. I had a sense of dread my whole flight home. When I landed at the airport, Mom wasn't there. I called home. No one answered. I didn't know what else to do. I just got on the shuttle back to town. When I got home, the house was dark. It was a mess. Dishes and trash everywhere. It reeked. It smelled like booze and vomit, and I don't know. I called out, Mom, Mom, and nothing. I found her in here, face down on the floor. She was barely breathing and covered in. I called 911. I didn't know what else to do. I thought she was dying. She may have been dying.
Oh, no.
We got to the hospital. Danny's mom was there working. Tana was Mom's nurse. She had to pump her stomach. It was full of alcohol and sleeping pills.
Was she trying to...
I don't know. I don't think so. I think she was medicating and it got out of hand. Anyway, I go into the room and Mom wakes up, still drunk, and starts babbling about how Tana's husband loved her cookies.
What does that mean? Oh my God.
And she kept going. I think Tana took a little too much pleasure shoving that tube down Mom's throat.
You were still with Danny
He broke up with me the next day.
because of Mom?
He told me we grew apart while I was gone. It wasn't very convincing. I could sense the disgust in his tone, but that could have been me feeling ashamed. Either way, he and I weren't going to make it through knowing that.
Oh. I can't believe Tana told him.
She may not have. He could have overheard Tana tell someone else, or someone else could have told him. The hospital isn't exactly private. I don't know.
I'd have left home as soon as possible.
You've always been braver than me, Marmar.
I don't feel brave.
You learn things. You stick up for yourself. You put yourself out there on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. I don't know. Maybe you were right about that.
What do you mean?
The troll. He's still commenting all this sick stuff about me.
Like what?
That I'm ugly and stupid and that I'm a slut and stuff like that.
You're not. You're beautiful and smart and virginal.
It just feels really personal. And stuff about mom too, like keep baking. Maybe you could take treats around to the neighbors and see if you get the same rewards your mom did. I mean, I think you might be right. It's not some rando. I mean, do you think it can't be Danny, right?
Because of what I just told you?
Well, I mean, his dad just died. Maybe he's grieving or something.
Oh my God, I hope not. Fuck. I mean, his family isn't the only one that mom, it could be anyone. It's got to be someone broy, right? Like those dick faces, Justin and Peter.
Maybe I should just stop. No wonder mom didn't want me to put myself out there.
I don't want you to stop. I watched your videos. They're really good, sis. I was wrong.
Thanks. I'll figure it out, I guess. I mean, if I keep deleting the comments, maybe they'll get bored with it eventually.
I'll protect you.
You always do.
Mhm.
You know, mom's an adult. If she can't take care of herself, that's not your responsibility.
I know.
Don't you want to live your own life?
Sometimes. Then I talk myself out of it
Why?
because things just don't tend to work out.
I hate her.
Don't say that.
I hate that she did this to you. I hate that she tries to control you, and I hate that dad was so ashamed of her that he left town.
God left all three of us.
He got a job and left her, and she wouldn't let him take us.
He didn't want us.
Yes, he did. He told me he did.
So go live with him. You think he's so great.
He,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Morning.
Did you go out with Danny last night?
Why do you ask?
I heard you drive up after midnight. I assumed you'd been out.
I did. Yeah.
And
Nothing. He's flying back to school tomorrow.
did you even try
Right?
to tell him you wanted to get back together?
You've never even asked me if that's what I wanted.
It's the only thing you've wanted since he left.
Because you can't imagine a full-grown woman wanting something other than a man.
Name one thing you've wanted for your whole life since you graduated high school.
Peace and quiet.
That's what I thought. I'm not as dumb as you think I am, Miranda.
No, I didn't tell him I wanted to get back together. I can't think of anything more pathetic. Even if I did, which I'm not saying I do, it would never work. And he doesn't plan on coming back here again. Like, ever. He says he's going to convince his mom to move out there so he never has to see this loser town or anyone in it ever again.
I doubt he said it like that.
Maybe you should just leave Mimi alone.
I'm her mother?
She doesn't need your help.
She needs someone's help.
Not yours.
It's fine, Mar.
It's not fine. Nothing is fine. I listen to her pick on you every single morning. Guess what, Mom? Your brand of motivational speaking has failed. So lay off already. Try being a role model.
A united front of sisters against Mother. Miranda, what did you do to turn my baby against me?
I'm going back to bed.
I've done my best to raise you girls, all on my own.
We know.
I don't think you have.
I worked 2 jobs. I made a lot of sacrifices after your father left.
She's just mad, Mom. You don't have to defend yourself to her.
What's she mad about?
What sacrifices? Are you talking about drinking? Is not being drunk a sacrifice to you?
Martha?
Is not sleeping around a sacrifice to you?
Martha, no.
How dare you, you little spoiled brat? Do you have any idea how hard I work just to get out of bed every morning? You have no clue what I've been through, but that just goes to show you how hard I've worked to protect you. You have no idea. You stick to baking and studying and spending time with your friends.
While we just live with secrets and lies and meanness at home?
Listen here, Princess. The world is a cruel and dark place, and it won't be any skin off my back to hide that from you as long as I can.
Maybe I would rather have the truth. Maybe Miranda would rather have some respect and some freedom.
She has freedom. She can do whatever she wants to do.
Except move out.
I never said she can't move out.
But you've never encouraged her either. I think that's weird.
Martha.
Of course she can move out if she wants to. She's an adult.
But she won't because of you. She doesn't want to leave you alone. She is the one making sacrifices.
Stop it. Stop, Martha. Jesus.
I'm done now.
What the hell was that about?
I think she's finally hit that rebellion phase.
I would hate to think she knows more than she should about certain things.
It'll be all right. Just hormones.
We could go to the airport if you want to tell Danny goodbye.
Damn it, Mom.
Tana? Oh, you didn't have to return those. Sorry you had to trouble yourself coming over here. Can I get you a cup of tea?
No.
What can I do for you?
I came here to say I don't want whatever that was you tried to pull last night. And that if you think you can just walk into my home and act like we're friends, you have another thing coming.
I don't know what you mean. I just brought food. That's what you do when someone passes away.
No, you didn't just bring food. You showed your face to my whole family as if what you did means nothing. What were you thinking?
I just wanted to show some kindness.
A kindness would have been to leave me alone. Now, when I think of my husband's memorial, I'm just going to remember your face coming through the door with cold cuts like you belonged there. No, it took Greg and I years to recover from your poison, and now he's gone, and you don't get to be the thing I remember about him.
My poison?
Yes, your manipulative, victim card playing bullshit that you sucked him into.
Is that what he told you?
Shut up! I came here to say, you need to stay out of my life. Stay away from my family, and you tell that daughter of yours that my son is not interested in mingling with bad blood.
That's not fair, Tana. That's not right. Miranda is a good girl. You know she is. Those kids belong together.
No, maybe they could have, but you ruined any chance they had. There is no way Danny is spending holidays with the woman who almost destroyed his family. Danny was just a kid, June, but he was the one who held me when I cried. He was the one waiting up for Greg to get home. You want to act like it never happened? What a luxury for you, but I won't have it.
So you would keep them from each other just so you don't have to look at me at Christmas.
Danny, we'll find someone else. Someone from a good home, family, who has goals and works hard like he does.
Don't you dare suggest Miranda doesn't work hard. She's the only reason I'm alive right now. She gave up everything to take care of me. She works harder than anyone I know, and she's the only one in my life who knows how to forgive, even when I don't deserve it.
I don't care about your sob story or whether Miranda still has a crush on my boy. I came here to say stay away from me. Stay out of my house, and shame on you for showing up. You don't get to move on because I haven't, and I will never forgive you. Never. So back off.
Fine.
You never even said you're sorry for what you did.
You're right.
Aren't you sorry?
No.
Because you're an evil, poisonous person. That's why I don't want you around. Maybe I could have forgiven you, but you never asked me to forgive you. How can you be so shameless?
Oh, I have shame, but not about Greg. My only regret is that he chose to go back to you. You always judged me, and I'm sure it just killed you to know that when Greg needed someone else, he came to me. Sounds like it still does.
How dare you?
I think that's enough, Tana. You've said your piece. Now you should go home to your in-laws.
Stay out of it, Miranda. I should have done this years ago.
Well, you didn't, and now you're on our property and you need to leave.
He didn't need you. He didn't love you. He was my husband. And now he's gone and you took so much of it for yourself, and he was mine! He was mine!
Well, that was fun.
How much did you hear?
It doesn't matter.
I'm sorry about Danny, Miranda.
Forget it. Can you imagine having that for a mother-in-law? It's all for the best. I'll find something else to do with my life.
You're a good girl, Miranda.
Thanks, Mom.
Hi, sweetie. I thought you had practice after school.
Coach is sick, so they canceled. Why?
No reason. You just surprised me.
Why is the stepladder out?
Oh, I was just gonna dust the cabinets.
Okay. What do you want for dinner?
Oh, I don't know if I'll be very hungry. Make whatever you like, dear. Do you need grocery money?
Yeah, sure.
Here's some cash.
Mom.
Don't you dare judge me, Martha.
Where is it?
Nowhere. Nothing.
I cannot believe this. Where did you even get it?
Stop, Martha, stop it. Please don't do this. You're not supposed to be home right now.
Is this why you're not hungry?
I've got it under control. No, oh, don't waste it. No.
Get off.
No. Oh,
Sorry.
gosh.
I didn't mean to hurt you. Are you okay?
Oh my gosh, no.
I'm sorry.
Gross.
I'm really sorry.
Oh my gosh. You just have to fix everything, don't you?
Are you okay?
No.
What's wrong?
I'm a terrible mother.
That's probably true, but we love you still.
Oh, very comforting.
Fine. You're not a terrible mother, but you can't start drinking again, Mom. You can't do that to Miranda, not after what you've put her through.
What did she tell you?
About when she came back from Paris?
Oh, God. She shouldn't have told you.
I pushed her after she got home last night. She was upset. She didn't want to tell me.
She was drunk.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, kind of funny, isn't it? Miranda losing her resolve to alcohol after trying to keep me from it all these years.
Hilarious.
Well, not funny, ha. That night was the only time I had any alcohol since your father left. Until today, I guess.
Why did you start again?
I can't tell you.
Is it because I was acting up this morning? I'm sorry about that. I was trying to defend Miranda.
No, it's not you. Oh, sweetie, no. It's your father.
What about him?
Well, he's been sending child support every month, and this month he didn't send enough to cover the mortgage, so I got a little worked up.
You talked to him?
No, I've been trying to reach him.
So these messages from Frank on your phone are a different Frank?
Yes.
You've had his number this whole time? For years after we asked you if we could try to call him on our own?
It's not like that. I had to track him down after the money thing.
You said his number was dead and that you were sure he would call us when he's ready. You've been hiding him. I bet you gave him wrong numbers for us too, and he thinks we don't want to talk to him.
You don't want to talk to him, Martha. Trust me. It's not like he's made any special effort to see you. He didn't even come to Miranda's high school graduation. He left you too.
That's not true. I stayed with him for a whole summer.
He only took you so he could leave with you with his mother during the day and get out of paying child support for 3 months. Do you remember him spending any quality time with you? Or was it just a bunch of soaps and secondhand smoke with Grandma?
He was nice to me. He told me I was pretty. He called me his sweet pea.
He is charming, sure. But he had no problem bringing you home once I was out of the hospital. He didn't even bother to make sure I was well enough to take care of you.
You made him that way. All the crap you did to him, he didn't want us because of you.
I did a lot of humiliating things, a lot of terrible things. I get that. And he had every right to leave me. But that doesn't make him a good person, Martha. He was completely fine with my drinking until I embarrassed him. He used to say he liked me much better after a few beers. Everyone did. When we were young, I was the fun, sexy party girl. I was the whole social scene. Everyone looked a blind eye until my problem got so bad it was wrecking other homes. They all abandoned me one by one, Martha. These people who were all my friends, they stopped calling, they stopped coming over, they stopped accepting the one thing that made me truly happy, my baking. That's when he left, Martha, at my low point. And not once did he say I should get help. No one helped me, not a soul. Except for Miranda, who was too young to be nursing her mother. So don't you judge me for not wanting to share you with him. He pretty much left us all for dead. I was sick, and he left you both alone with me, without a concern for my health or your safety.
You still should have let me figure all of that out for myself.
I should have done a lot of things differently. But everything I've done has been to keep you safe. Believe it or not, I love you. I need you.
I love you too, Mom.
I don't want to fight with you, Martha. I know I'm a disaster, but I do try. I'll never live down my reputation in town. I can't even be seen at church praying for forgiveness without people making snide comments or throwing dirty looks. The only purpose I have left in this world is making sure you girls are okay.
That's a little dramatic, Mom.
Fine.
Why did we stay here? Everyone is so awful.
I didn't make much money. I just never thought we could afford it. Plus, this town is still my home. I've been here my whole life. I didn't really think much about moving.
I feel like this is the first honest conversation we've ever had.
It could be.
Feels better, doesn't it?
I don't know. Not sure how I feel about my daughter being more mature than me.
Mom, I have to ask you, is there more?
Oh.
A quiche is an excellent centerpiece to brunch, but can also make a great dinner with a salad. They freeze well, so keeping one in the freezer for nights you don't feel like cooking is always a good idea. Today, I'm loading mine up with zucchinis, tomatoes, eggplant, and shallots. So it's sort of a ratatouille-inspired quiche. I'm using Roma tomatoes and a Japanese-style eggplant so that the veggies are all about the same size when cut into round slices. You can make a really pretty arrangement in a quiche that way. So my pastry is all rolled out here. I'm just going to fit it in nicely into my tart pan here.
What are you doing?
Making quiche?
For your internet show?
Yes.
I thought you were done with that.
I'm making two. This is my second one.
I mean your show. I thought you would quit.
Why would I do that?
I thought... No reason. I don't know. Sorry.
Well, what did you think?
Listen, Martha, I was hoping I could talk to you about earlier. Let's not tell your sister about what happened. Is that all right? It would just break her heart.
You don't care if her heart is broken?
That's hurtful, Martha.
It's true.
No, it isn't. Stop making me into such a heartless bitch.
What did you just say?
Stop turning me into such a witch. How many times do I have to tell you I love you and your sister?
You said heartless bitch.
Don't repeat that ugly word.
It's you. It was you this whole time. I can't believe it.
Me what?
Of course. You're the only one who would know what to say to us. Say about us. Oh, God, I'm going to be sick. Oh my God, Mom, how could you? Oh my God, oh my God.
How could I what, darling?
You're my troll. That's why you thought I would quit by now.
You have a troll? I was worried about that.
I know you were. You were so damn sure I would be trolled, so you made sure of it. Why, Mom? Why would you say those awful things about your own daughter?
Oh, darling, everything I do, everything I've done has only ever been to protect you.
By telling me I'm a rancid whore just like her mother? Mom, I can't even repeat some of the things you said to me. That's so disgusting.
It is disgusting. And that's what happens when you put yourself out there and try to share yourself with other people. They come for you and they destroy you. And you have the nerve to use my recipes and splay them out for the whole world to see. Like you don't even realize what someone could do to you if they decided they don't like you. You have no idea the rejection, the judgment coming your way, Martha. I tried so hard to get people to like me that I was ostracized. When I was young, I actually believed my Cardamom Loaf would try to fix my mistakes and get everyone to forgive me. But it just made things worse. The more I shared, the more mistakes I made, and the more people would avoid me. Now I'm alone in this world. You and Miranda are all I have, and there is not anything I wouldn't do to keep you from all that pain I've suffered.
I am not a drunk. I am not the one sleeping with other people's husbands.
You think it's so simple, don't you? You think it's always going to be easy to tell the difference between right and wrong? Just wait until a man tells you he loves you and you believe him. Wait until your mind is so full of longing you can't even see straight. Wait until you're 18 and you leave the house so your father can't beat you up again and you sneak into a bar to get drunk because it's the only thing that takes away the pain. Try coming out of a blackout in an alley with your older boyfriend, who you later marry, because what the hell do you know about love? One mistake after another, it happens that way. You'll get into some mess one of these days, Martha, and you'll fall from that high horse of yours. Is that still recording? Things got out of hand. I'm coming down off a high from that alcohol. I just need to go lie down.
Can I have the camera back?
No,
I'll erase it. I promise. You don't know how to.
Okay.
Go lie down, Mom.
I have something to tell you. I've been in touch with my host family in France, and they've generously offered to put me up for a few months while I go back to school.
In France?
Sorry. Yes, in France.
That's amazing.
Did you apply to go to school?
It will be easier to do that once I get there.
You can't just leave the country with no plan. You need money.
I have some money.
How much?
$12,000.
Since when?
Since the last 5 years I've been saving.
Because I let you live here without paying rent. Now you're just going to fly to France like your family doesn't mean anything to you.
That's not it at all. I thought you'd be a little more supportive. You practically begged me to go to Seattle.
That was different.
Because it was for a boy.
It's closer. You could still come home from Seattle.
I can come home from Paris too.
There's just no special reason for you to go all the way to France.
It's the last place I felt happy. I'm going to get back on track, and my host family is very excited to see me.
Mama, you've been wanting her to go back to school.
You can't leave now. I've been under a lot of stress. I haven't been stable. This is too much.
That's exactly why I'm leaving now. I realize I can't protect Martha from you even when I'm home. And she can handle herself now.
Thanks, Mimi. When do you leave?
Saturday. I just booked my ticket.
This Saturday? It's not even a week's notice.
There was a deal in one of my email subscriptions.
I hope you're going to leave your share of the household expenses then, since I haven't had time to adjust.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You live here to help me with bills and taking care of Martha?
It's not like she'll need a nanny. And she already does all the cooking and cleaning for the three of us.
She does not.
Yes, I do.
I am the head of this house. And I expect compensation for letting you live here for free.
Good one, Mom.
I'm serious. You owe me.
Don't get psycho on me now. I thought we'd moved past this, Mom.
It's not fair.
Excuse me?
You haven't had any expenses all this time, and now I find out you have $12,000 that I didn't even get
You are
to.
going to regret the next thing that comes out of your mouth.
I suppose I should just be happy for you.
That would be the appropriate response.
How long will you be gone?
I don't know. Maybe 2 years, maybe more.
I can't believe this.
You don't have to believe it. I'm still going.
This is great news. I'm so excited for you. Hopefully I can come visit once you get settled.
Of course you can, Marmar.
Just what I need. Left alone while my kids gallivant through Paris.
You could come too, Mom.
Oh, please.
I hope you do.
I'm going to die alone in this house.
If you do, it'll be your own fault.
Of course, because everything is my fault.
Your life is your fault. It's time for me to take control of mine. You've complained about what a loser I am for years, and now you're upset that I'm doing something about it? You just want me to rot with you because you're lonesome. Messed up, Mom. You have to be able to see that.
It is pretty messed up.
Of course, I want you both to be happy. Of course I do.
You sound like you're trying to convince yourself instead of us. Anyways, thanks for your support. I'm going to work.
What am I supposed to do?
Eat pancakes?
I can't eat pancakes.
Why not?
They have carbs.
Well, if you're going to die alone, no one will see you get fat.
I guess I had just gotten used to the idea that she was staying here.
I'm happy for her. Oh, I can't wait to visit her. Maybe I can take a class at the Sorbonne.
That sounds nice. I hope we can afford it.
I've been thinking,
Oh?
since our talk the other night, maybe you and I could try a new town. Maybe a fresh start would help you feel more like yourself, and you wouldn't have to worry about the gossip or the past haunting you.
Where would we go?
Somewhere nobody knows us.
But what about your friends, your sports and things?
I'll always be friends with the best ones, but I don't really fit in around here anyway, Mom. Most of the boys put fake balls on their trucks. You know what I mean?
Don't say that word. Gross.
It is gross. My point is, I could use a new adventure, and after yesterday, maybe a fresh start is the best thing for both of us.
Most places to live are expensive.
Well, I checked the value of our house, and we could make enough money to get settled somewhere new. And hopefully we can work on your anxiety, and you can get a better job, and I can help out too. And if it gets really bad, we can even get a roommate.
How do you know all these things?
Google, Mom.
You really have thought this through.
We don't even have to move to a big city.
I don't know, baby. It's a lot to do, a lot to learn. It's a little overwhelming.
Just promise you'll think about it. It would mean a lot to me to see you be healthy.
Healthy?
Yeah. You know, in your mind, in your heart.
Oh,
I don't think you're happy.
I'm fine. I don't have anxiety.
Symptoms of anxiety include irregular sleeping, unrealistic view of problems, trembling, irritability, headaches, being easily startled.
Plenty of people are just jumpy. Stop trying to internet doctor me. Look, I'll think about moving, okay? But please just try to understand it's not so easy for me.
Because of anxiety.
Martha!
Okay.
So, does this mean you're not mad at me anymore?
No, I'm still mad.
Well, I used to give my mother the silent treatment.
How did that work out for you?
I guess it didn't.
What you did was wrong. So wrong, and I don't think I'll be able to trust you for a long time. But if you do this for me, move to a better place with better schools and commit to getting help, that would be a good way forward.
I'm surprised you don't want to try living with your father.
I called him.
You did?
I asked him if he ever touched you without your permission.
Jesus, Martha.
He said when you're young, you do dumb things, but it's all in fun and everyone turned out fine anyway.
Oh, Martha. Oh.
I told him we're not fine. Miranda was struggling. I fall apart as soon as everything stops being perfect. And that you are an agoraphobic, so controlling you will sabotage anything good just to keep it from being too scary.
You shouldn't have said that to him.
It doesn't matter. I decided I can cope with your crazy more than his indifference, his cruelty.
Gee, thanks.
Excuse me if I'm not feeling especially sympathetic.
You're 1,000 times braver and smarter than me. I'll think about it.
You'll do it.
We'll see.
Yep.
Will you tell your sister I'm sorry?
You can tell her.
She won't believe me.
All the more reason for you to keep practicing.
I just want her to know I'm really, really sorry.
I'll let her know, but it would sound better coming from you.
I doubt it. Anyway, I better be getting upstairs.
I'll bring you a plate.
A small one.
Sure.
What time's your flight?
2:15. It'll take an hour to get to the airport, plus 2 hours before takeoff. So Katie should be here any minute.
I'm glad your friend could give you a ride.
I know you don't like to drive.
I wish I was going with you.
Your time will come for your own adventure, little sister.
Yeah. Easy for you to say when you're about to leave.
I waited long enough.
Fair point.
I wish I knew what to say.
You could say you'll miss me, you want me to be safe, and you're proud of me for taking control of my life.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Thanks, Mom.
I'll miss you. And I'm proud of you, sister.
Thanks, Martha.
Oh,
That's her. This is it then.
she's not coming inside.
I think you make her a little nervous, Mom.
Well, I won't bite her.
Oh, well. Goodbye, Mom. Goodbye, Martha.
Let me help you with your bags.
Thanks.
Martha. Maybe you're right about moving, Martha.
Oh,
Yes, I probably need to get away from here, not feel so nervous every time I see a neighbor. Maybe a fresh start is what the doctor ordered. And if it's just the two of us, we can probably downsize.
great. What do you think about these apartments?
Coeur d'Alene?
Doesn't that sound nice?
It's a resort town. Sounds expensive.
It'll be fine. We can live cheap and we can go to the lake for picnics and window shop the little boutiques. And it's still small and quiet, so it won't get crazy hectic or anything.
Sure. Martha, that sounds nice. What do we do?
I'll call a real estate agent, someone who doesn't know you, someone from out of town, and we'll put the house up for sale. We'll make a good amount of money on it. I'm sure of it. And then we'll start packing up our things. We can sell some things, start downsizing. It's going to be so great. You'll see.
Okay. Martha?
Yes, Mom?
You're a good girl.
Thanks, Mom. Hey, YouTubers. Today we have a very special guest, the best baker I know, my mother, June. She's going to teach us how to make one of my favorite baked goods of all time, her Cardamom Loaf. This is a citrusy, spiced cake like bread baked in a loaf tin, and it goes perfectly with a cup of Earl Grey tea. Mm-hmm. If you're a tea nerd like me, you'll appreciate this quick bread. Mom, shall we get started?
Yes, Martha. Thank you. So here's all the ingredients that you have to... So here's all the ingredients laid out here so we can start mixing.
Bringing together dance studios and groups from around the Mid-Willamette Valley, Terpsichore showcases every imaginable style in this exciting exhibition of movement and grace. Even during the pandemic, our community dance partners have been hard at work under impossible circumstances to serve their communities, and we're excited to be able to share, virtually, their performances. The dashing young gentleman Clerval is in love with Victor Frankenstein's younger sister, but he's becoming increasingly worried about his future brother-in-law. He pays Victor's bumbling servant Fritz to report on Victor's latest experiments, and when the truth of those experiments is revealed, shock, horror, and death ensues. We want to believe that serendipity brings us together, but is that just a myth? Mining the comedy of missed connections, this random world asks the serious question of how often we travel parallel paths through this world without noticing. From an ailing woman who plans one final trip, to her daughter planning one great escape and her son falling prey to a prank gone wrong, this funny, intimate, and heartbreaking play explores the lives that may be happening just out of reach of our own. Information on all these great shows and more can be found at our website, majestic.org.